We were gonna do that cave. I specifically stopped myself from this. Or not from traveling. So we could do it. Yeah, the internet was doing the little disappear and then reappear a second later. So that was not good. It did that last week, and I didn't do a hard reset. It was doing it this morning. So I did do a hard reset. Still not catching up. Well, I am caught up, but my schedule's kind of wonky right now. Excuse me, I was about to belch into the microphone. Which ain't gonna fly. Yeah, I'm at a weird sort of... I can't tell if I'm just staying up because I'm just staying up. Or maybe I'm having a coffee too late. I might tone it back today. I'll just stick with some decaf or some hot water. Because I almost woke up at an okay time today. But I think I need a bit more than like a couple hours before stream. Just because, like I mentioned, like a while ago, I'm still doing the life drawing every morning. I was lucky. But I kind of can't focus as hard as I used to. But I think that's because I've progressed quite a bit from when I started to now. I think I'm learning more through study rather than just doing the X amount of figure drawing. So it's hard for me to, you know, keep focused. Do a bit of warm up and get into the main thing, and then like something that should have taken like 30 minutes, an hour is taking me like twice as long. Because I just get up and then I go around and then sit down and then I procrastinate. Yeah, and it's just hard to stay focused right now. At least at that part, and I don't want to skip it or do less. There's some days where I have done less and I'm like, I shouldn't. But it's nice to see some steady progression. Now I just need to work on a sketch and get that going on the weekend. Get something done for the month. That does 10 damage a hit. The jar cannon. Yeah, that's partly why I'm not really on time for the 12 o'clock that I have set in the bio. Just my own fault. And I can definitely be consistent with that time. It's not like I'm not awake. But, you know, staying up. I thought midnight was okay. And it hasn't been okay. Let's just try and be more focused. I think that's the main problem, is just stay focused. Like, I would literally have no problem if I could just hunker down, focus, get the stuff done, and then we're good. Then I got all the extra time to prep stuff or get something done. I feel like there should be something here and I'm not getting it.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right, welcome, valued, please. I'm hungry.
Got Stone's word key, I'll take it. It was a lot easier a few months ago. Like, I would actually go extra. It was like, oh, let me try this technique. Oh, it's kind of working, so let's do this for a while. You know, where things are definitely getting better. I don't think it's really... It's not improving the way that it needs to right now, which is why I'm saying I kind of need to study a little bit more. Or I'm getting more out of studying than just doing the figure drawing. Still got a bit of Bridgman to go through. I would like to be done that by the end of the month, which I might be able to do. We'll see. I think right now I'm kind of in the most complicated part of the book, which is actually helping me a lot. I know I said it wasn't really helping earlier. And where a lot of the details kind of aren't maybe the most useful for me. I think just forcing myself to draw what, you know, he shows is forcing me to kind of like rethink the way I lay out the shapes and prep. And I think it's all kind of meshing together now. Or like, okay, well, you know, I was having problem finding this, so actually if If I mark this and then go from here, then it's easier to find. Or it's easier to kind of fill in that detail. Oh yeah, and there was that castle too. I think it was back this way, but I don't think I can go back that way. Kind of been the week so far. I was thinking about the Final Fantasy demo, and actually I went back and watched the VODs, and I noticed my audio. There's a bit of audio, not like feedback, but it is kind of like a feedback noise. But I think it's just sort of the ambient drone of the mic that I'm using. You can't hear it when there's pretty much any sound going on, but in the moment that it gets really silent, you can hear it whenever I talk. And I think that's because I have it boosted quite a bit. Because I don't talk that loud. And also my noise gates are up, and you know, there's a whole bunch of factors. So I think I have to comp with what I can do right now. Just because I can't really get loud. I am kind of projecting a little bit. But I would probably need to project a little bit more if I wanted to have nice, clean audio and still keep the volume we're at. Unless there's like another piece of equipment that I need to plug my mic into. Which there probably is. But I don't know. I don't know how these other guys do it. I don't know if they have like... I know there's some plugins maybe that'll help with OBS. But I haven't messed with any kind of plugins. And audio's kind of one of those ones that you can probably screw it up pretty badly. Yeah, I can't really go back. Oh, I remember which one I need to take. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's just kind of there. I thought maybe it was my headphones, but no, it's here. Go up, around. Yeah. Oh, and we've got that cave that needs the 2 keys. Yeah, that's a little annoying. And that's partly why I had the volume so low for so long. Because I did notice it. But I'm not like a loud guy. So I kind of need to boost myself. I mean, there might be a filter on OBS innately that does this, but I don't know. I'd have to look it up or do some testing. Because I think I could do something with OBS. I remember I was having problems with having my music and my voice coming through the same channel. Now that they're separated, that's kind of not a problem. So I might look in to see what OBS has. Just as a filter. I could have just teleported here. Smart. Bouncing around. I said don't. I mean, that was partly, you know, what was kind of taking up my time this morning as well. See if there was anything I could do about that in settings, and not really. At least from what I did. I didn't do anything in OBS, but I might try. I was wondering if there was a passive on that. Yeah, I did remember the guy in here. Doing his big move. Who's talking? They'll never find me. I guess I'll never find them. Oh, is this him? I think that might have been it. There's no more talking. Right? I think that was it. Volcano Manor. Magma Mansion. Okay. That was not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we'll look to solve that problem. I'll do some testing today. Not on stream. And maybe we'll get things sounding a little bit better. I mean, it'll probably sound mostly the same. I think we're almost done. I've done a pretty good comb of the areas. If there's anything I've missed, it's purely because I just don't even know it exists. Actually, something that's going to be maybe annoying. So the Final Fantasy demo went up on my YouTube channel. And it didn't get copyright claimed, but it did get a notification that there is copyrighted content in it. Specifically the Final Fantasy music, like Tifa's theme. And one of the boss battle themes. And it said, oh, well, it doesn't affect the video in any way. So that's good. But I think I'm still going to cut that out. Because I don't really want to chance it. But I've never seen a notification like that before. Usually, if something gets content ID claimed or copyright claimed, not copyright claimed, but like, you know, they flag it for copyrighted material. It says like, oh, you know, ineligible for monetization, which I don't even have on the YouTube channel. Don't have enough subscribers or watch time. So I was kind of like surprised that I saw something that said like, yes, this is copyright, but it does not affect the video. Or they've allowed it to be used. Like, that seems really weird. Why even, you know, check it off then? There's the giant rat we were talking about yesterday. Yeah, I'm fine with just cutting out the audio. Actually, I had a weird problem with that really early on. And I think it was a fake claim because it was in Mario 64. And it was like in Wet Dry World or Dire Dire Docks, I think, actually. And, you know, just randomly, a random couple seconds of the song got copyrighted. And I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. Let me mute the audio there. So I used whatever tool YouTube had at the time. I think they've slightly improved them since then. But I did that. Video processed. The audio did get muted. But it still kept saying that there was a claim on it. So I had to, like, contact support. I'm like, hey, I'm still getting an alert that there's copyrighted music here. And there's no audio whatsoever. So I think, like, someone, like, manually reviewed it and then just, like, deflagged it. I can't confirm that, but I did bring it up with support. And they might have done something. Or they said, like, run the process again. Like, maybe they, like, reset the video. Not, like, reset it, but whatever was, you know, checked off to flag it just didn't, like, prompt, and they just set it off to go again. But it was kind of annoying. Like I said, I don't have a problem with cutting out chunks of VODs for copyright. The boss battle one I actually have to maybe look through because that would kind of be weird to cut out a boss fight, but it kind of makes sense. I think people would understand, like, oh, you cut out the boss fight? Yeah, it got claimed. Oh, okay. I don't think anyone would argue. I mean, you could argue that it says it's fine, so you can leave it. But, you know, with YouTube systems, I ain't chancing it. Seems like every few years, you know, a story comes out or like there's this... You see a big wave of trending topics and just YouTube decides, like, hey, this is now claimable content. Like, tons of videos just go down because of just a new rule. That retroactively takes effect. Wouldn't be a problem if, like, videos uploaded after X date and time are affected. But when it's, like, old videos, then there might be some trouble. So I'd rather future-proof those videos rather than wake up one day with a nightmare. So that'll be fun to sit through. And that probably means if I do Final Fantasy VII Remake, probably gonna have to deal with a bunch more of those. But it's fine. I mean, it's always here live. And actually, I didn't check the Twitch VOD, but usually it auto mutes if it's copywritten. So I don't know, maybe the VOD's okay. And YouTube is like, no, we're gonna tell you. Yeah, I just thought of that right now. Usually Twitch mutes the VOD. Like just flat out before you can even export it. Which is what I do. I don't stream and record at the same time. Even though I think I could. I'm using currently 0.2 CPU with OBS. So, probably be okay. Oh, it's 2 bugs. Probably could have beat that guy in 1 less hit. Like this. I don't think this place is worth 2 stone sword keys. Is there anything else? I think there was maybe a cave. No, I did do that cave. I think it's just up here. We've got a pretty tough fight here. I actually don't like it at all. I know Margit shows up again. I mean, is it even fun watching people just play through a game they played through already a bunch? Like, I don't expect much of this game to give me trouble. The only thing I expect to give me trouble is, like, millennia. Stop. But we got to start making some progress. We've been here for a while. And I think it helped that I did a bunch of off-stream stuff. Not a bunch, but I did a fair amount for a few nights in the second zone. And I've kind of not been doing the same here. So we're just doing everything, including quest lines. Brother. Okay, apparently he has iframes to mine. Dungeon Meshi was good today. 6 episodes in. I'm guessing probably another... It could be 2 to 6. But the way it's kind of going, it feels like it's either going to ramp up very quickly or it's going to keep the same pace and ramp up slowly. I guess that's really the only two options. But we're not even ramping up.
Spoken echoes of Queen
It's kind of just like,
in Marika's hear me, make of that should he
you know, Monster of the Week.
Shall I let my share them with me? Your thoughts.
You know, and that format's good, but like, kind of felt like we were in a rush from episode 1. But it's a lot of world building. I think they're doing a lot of world building. This is him. I was actually expecting him to throw the dagger. sleeping giant. So I woke up. It really feels like if you play like Dungeons and Dragons, you maybe know it a little bit more. You'd get more out of Dungeon Meshi than I am. I just kind of know what they're talking about. I'm like, oh, I know this. Well, this is, you know, fantasy that I know. Just maybe some of the other details kind of go over my head. They're a gargoyle. I think I said that, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct. I think he's about to swoop in. Yes? Can you fall over, please? Thank you. Right, and his axe. I think we're almost capped out on gold seeds. Oh, there's 2 here. I think actually this does... Unless the last one is 5, I think we're at... No, are we at max now? Because we should have 11 healing. And, one here, so that's 12. I thought 12 was the max. Did I miss the map? I did. I walked right past it. Oh. Gonna give me one more gold seed? Was not smart of me. It was maybe a little smart, but I had poor execution. I'm so bad at recognizing that move. Easy peasy. A giant crusher. Why are they so good? I was expecting some sacred tears, but guess not. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Even more? Don't remember being able to have this much.
Spoken echoes of Queen, shall I share them with America's? I declare through understand those bliss my comrades.
Are we gonna do a couple more caves? I think so. I think there's at least two. Actually, there's a bunch. There's definitely one there. There might be something around here. Then I know there's... I think that's the hero grave. I don't think that's anything over there. So I'm going to make my way around. Might go up and around. Do one of those. I'm pretty sure there's a big jump pad over there. Or, you know, gust of wind. So we can kind of do it in that order. Are you kidding me? I actually missed. You mean I'm missing? Thank you. Powerful strike. All right. Alright, I think this one has a secret exit. I think this leads to one of the great towers or whatever, great rune towers. Great trap. Just kind of trying to think about something else to talk about. Might not get a YouTube video out of this one. Okay, a couple secrets. Should I do this first? I think yes. Leads to that one anyway. Oh, what? What? Not much going on, and I don't want to talk about like social media and other content creators. I think that's kind of a bad way to kind of drive a conversation forward. I used to do it all the time, and I definitely don't want to do it anymore. This is weird. I know we can just go under, but back. But I'm wondering if there's anything else here. There's a ladder. Definitely can go down. Oh, I see why I wouldn't want to go down. Okay, that was a two-piece combo. Just cheat. Just cheat. Like, there's definitely some stuff I could talk about. Oh. Oh. I didn't know that was here. Fine. Those respawn anyway. Not like there's anything important in any of them. What do you mean? Climb ladder, please. I mean, I'll just say, without really going into the specifics of individuals, I don't think I'll ever try out to go corporate ever again. Not that I even had a shot, but definitely the allure is gone. I mean, it was always kind of like, you know what? Wouldn't be the greatest, but at least it would be something. But now it's like, ain't no way. But like, I don't even have the ability to even be considered. There are very specific people they're looking for, and not very specific, but broadly specific. And I'm not in the broad. I'm in the, yeah, we're not gonna watch your video section of applicants. Which is to say, they're looking for people who can, you know, grow an audience. They're not looking for the people stuck at the bottom. And it's like, you don't even have to be extremely massive. You just have to have the ability. And like, that seems to be enough. How do I... Where is the way forward? I'm assuming it's a secret wall, but I cannot find it. You'd think it'd be here. Apparently it is here, but I thought I hit the wall already. Yeah, just for people like me, no chance. And the direction I'm looking to take the channel and just my content and abilities going forward, I ain't really looking to compromise on other stuff. And I definitely wouldn't want to be contractually obligated to sing, considering I can't, and don't even really have an area to do that. That would kind of be a problem. But that would probably also affect me even, like, getting in. Unless for, like, whatever reason the applicants are all just, like, so bad. It's like, okay, you were the best out of everyone. For whatever reason. Which is definitely not the case. We're definitely a bottom of the barrel content creator. And by we, I mean me. If you're watching this, then that means you too. But I don't think anyone's watching this. No one's gonna watch a random Elden Ring walk around the Altus Plateau video. Oh, I think I can't open that until we beat Morgott. Even though I swear, man, when I'm watching Who Got Accepted, sometimes I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. But others I'm like, man, really? Not even a consideration? But I think that's always how it is. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I am really tired of just seeing new generation announced, new generation debuts, non-stop Minecraft, Ark or whatever survival game streams. From that point forward, it's like, man, can you guys like do something like cool? Which is why, like, it's rare. But like, that's kind of why I had no interest in Biju at all, like the new generation of Hololive. But man, when they play the games, you know you're there. And like, you don't have to play like anything crazy. I just don't want to see any more survival games. Too much. If maybe like 1 out of the 5 or the 4. You know, that's what they do. Okay. I'm not going to knock it. Probably won't watch. But you know, at least it's not all of them. But I am also a boomer. So like I've got a vast library of games that I know and like and also own. Where I have no idea what it's like growing up with games now. Doesn't a big guy spawn here too? Like a ghost? A ghost of Christmas past? So like maybe just like the survival game is like the main genre. What people do now. But I prefer variety. Also, I should mention that I don't really have a problem with the survival game genre. It's just when everyone just does it all at the same time, it's like, come on. Really? Like, I'm okay with a Minecraft stream here or there or whatever, Power World. But 4 or 5 people doing it all at the same time, like, I'm out. I'm like, who's gonna play Super Castlevania 4? Who's gonna be the first? And then if I ask that, and they ask, why is it called Super Castlevania 4? Where's normal Castlevania 4? You don't get it. Also, that is a good question. But it is super. But people know, like, I think it is that generation too. I mean, it's before me, but I got into retro gaming. You know, around the time of, like, when everyone was playing Xbox 360. I mean, obviously, I had a Wii, so it's not like I could be playing the new greatest stuff. I was kind of stuck with whatever was out on that. And, I don't even think we had Wi-Fi. So I couldn't even access, like, the store channel, or whatever it was called, Wii Shop. But I got really into retro gaming. And just adding Super onto everything, like, just made it cool. I think that's why a lot of people want the Switch 2 to be called the Super Nintendo Switch. To kind of go back to that era. And I'm kind of also a part of it. I like it when they add Super. I mean, it's way better than new. Shoutouts to new Nintendo 3DS. And don't call it new Nintendo Switch. Don't. You can't. How did I end up talking about the Switch 2 again? How does it always happen? I think because we're always we're inching forward to a Nintendo Direct. We're just waiting for it. We're just waiting for the announcement to drop. We can just get hyped. We need some hype. I'm not feeling this year. So far, 2025 seems to be the year. I mean, Rebirth is pretty big. That honestly wasn't on my radar until... I mean, it was on my radar, but I wasn't really thinking about picking it up. Until I started looking at the rest of the year. Where I'm like, huh. Mostly waiting on DLC. Fun. And I mean, I don't even think we're gonna... We might get Lies of P DLC. This year. Maybe not. I don't know. Elden Ring absolutely has to happen. Persona 3 though, that's kind of a big release. I never played Persona 3. I started at Persona 4. Didn't finish it on PS2. But did finish it when it came to the Vita. One of the few Vita games that was actually worth, you know, owning the system for. Did play Persona 5. Didn't play the updated version though when that came out.
Oh, perfect. I got crap. Mate, you heard of the dung eater? He's a madman. You see him? That was in the same. He's a go. He's a killer. Does all sorts. I see. I never. Well, he did. Never met someone with a taste.
Oh, this goes over there. Do I want to do that? Yeah, we can do this first. There is a rune bear. I remember that. Can't come in here, right? Apparently they can. The bears were allowed.